Green light, microphone, check 1, 2, check 1, 2. Dustin, Jacob's throwing the ball up, and Jackie. Let's see how this goes. Get a good start here. Good jump. Boys, marking the clock, Jackie, little thing, working the clock. Shot, good jump ball, good start. Great referee, good. Fast and adjust, nice.
At the final of the game and whatnot, if there was something that you noticed, like this team continuously fought, like in one video.
So we just commented on that.
Me and Sylvain have been joking that we're journalists right now.
So right now, we're waiting to say that we're going to do.
He's in a bright orange shirt. You know,
Just real quick on that one. Now we got first travel of the game, pretty simple one. A lot of bodies. I don't really see the feet, but hand up, whistle, travel, blue ball. Nice and simple. That's not our chance right now to come out and show what we're about. That's just a nice little simple one that we can say, hey, travel, let's take it the other way. So one thing I'm going to be looking at for everybody is mirroring the basketball from the lead. Like right now, Jackie, you want to be rotating. Now, see, now that works out for us. We're okay. That's in a good position, but when the ball gets below the free throw line extended on the opposite side, we need to be initiating the rotation so we get 2 officials on the strong side so we're in the best possible position to referee that play. So we're going to try to pick out some opportunities to have 2 officials on that side. Close down if you're thinking about rotating. Get to that lane line extended, kind of where Jacob is right now, or not right now, but where he will be in just a second. Right now, and then rotate over as that ball settles, especially. Mirroring the ball same width. Now we want to be in close down pitch paint and don't need to rotate because she shot it. But if we're in close down, we're in a lot better position to decide whether or not we want to go. All the way up that trail right there, even with the basketball. You know, Jacob, we're pushing on that, and you're going to go back. I did like the eye contact, looked pretty clear. We want to make sure that we get out at least past the three-point line, hustle out there, give them that eye contact, report the foul, and then come back. As well as when we're in transition on those subs, Dustin, those are yours. So recognize that coming across from the floor, allow Jackie to get down there and get in a good position and lead. Oh, that's good, no problem. Good hand. And you manage those subs. So our center in transition is going to manage the subs. Oh, good play right there to talk about a position adjust, Dustin. Your initial move there was up, but let's go back and look at that film, Jamaica, and see if Dustin stepped himself into a straight line there and couldn't see point of contact.
Sylvain, my boss, Gorman Sylvain.
Hello, Sylvain. How are you doing, man?
No need to move it because we already tried adjusting it for blind spot, so.
All right, now we got rotation, so we want to make sure, yeah. And I think, Jackie, that comes out of ball watching. I think you're really interested in what's happening and you're staying engaged on the play and you have great energy. But adjust. When you see Jacob go, you want to be attached to him. I think Tate in the meeting made a really funny comment. He talked about the umbilical cord. It was almost inappropriate, but still really accurate to make sure you're connected when you want to go from trail in the center. Let's see if Dustin does it, and pretty good, pretty good. And now stepping out, good. Couple things timeout mechanic wise is knowing the position on the floor. If we know where we're going, we know exactly what we're doing. So we've got an official with the ball, we've got an official at the block, and we've got an official at the other block, which you're on your way to get to. These are all 60-second timeouts during this session, so we're good there. If it's a 30-second timeout, we're standing at the top of the key, and then with the ball. One thing that happened though is we did have Dustin and Jackie switch right there on the timeout. That you just go back to the same spot. So Jackie's at the lead calling the timeout. You know, Dustin should have been right there at the block. Jacob down here at the block. So this is a really good opportunity, man. We should have been pinched right there at a minimum. Dustin, that play, that's a push, so you'll report, go center to center. Okay, or I'm sorry, you'll center down to lead and she would have stayed. So Dustin, you'll step over, and then Jacqueline would just push, or Jackie would just push there. On that play, just make sure we know you pointed. I couldn't really hear your voice I think it's quiet enough in the gym. I would have liked to have heard your voice there. Just so we know exactly what's going on at play. Make sure you don't have a hold or something maybe on 15. I know you have to push on 35. But let's just make that super clear, especially when the ball is loose. I mean, that could be anything. Take a pinch, a stop. There you go. Good adjustment, recognizing when not to rotate there. I know we've been talking a lot about when to rotate. Good time. Open look, open look. So don't get caught in that straight line there. Okay, make sure you take that extra step down. One step, a lot of times, is all we need to make sure. Okay. All right, that's a great one for film right there. That's a great one for film. Let's look at 35. Let's look at LGP, the legal guarding position, and let's look at where everybody's head's at. Where's everybody looking? Primary defender, secondary defender, leads primary, center's primary, trails primary. Who's the call on that? And if we have a call on that, is that the person we want taking the call? For coming out of primary, is it big enough to come get? Is it accurate enough to come get? I don't know. I got to see the film on it. All right, 35's doing a good job of verticality on that play for sure. I like that no call. My eagle eye vision from up here. See, closing down. We should be closed down. And we can wind out. We should pinch the paint here. Take a couple steps down. We're so locked in right now. We want to always move with a purpose, absolutely. But we don't want to be so locked in. Thank you. We don't want to be so locked in to our position that we can't get in the best spot for the play. Great. Great. No rush. And then get right to the table. Get right to the table. Eye contact. Good. I like that. And I can hear your voice up here. Blue. 5, hit 2. That's all you need. It's so quiet in here. If you shouted, it would be inappropriate. Visible count here. There it is. It's on your left hand. That's your play. You're the only one that can see that. You're the only one that has action on that. So I don't know why we waited so long, but I like the patience. You didn't overreact to it. It was nice and smooth. Got it. Good communication out at the table. Check this timeout, mechanic. See, there's good communication between Dustin and Jacob right there. Before we go into the timeout, we want to know exactly what we're doing. We're coming out of the timeout. We're in no rush to start the timing of the timeout. We're in full control of the pace of that. Huh? I'll come down. I don't think I really have it. Nothing too crazy. Oh yeah, but me on film though, constantly talking. One thing I've been harping on is the rotation, pitching to paint, closing down and initiating rotation when the ball's on the other side. The only person doing it right now is Jacob, and Dustin and Jackie need to pick it up a little bit better. If I pause the tape right there, I think I'm really happy with where we're standing. I think I really like our position. That was an excellent adjustment to stay open and see the contact on 5. I'm up here, I don't know, to be totally honest with you, right? But based on your movement and your whistle, your mechanics, and everything else you've just put on the floor, that's a foul. No doubt about it. Dustin steps down good. Guys, you'll find that I'll talk more about the trail stepping down into that center position so much more than I'll talk about worrying about the C getting up to the trail position, because our game is okay with 2 centers. Our game is not okay with 2 trails. And we even mentioned it in the officials meeting earlier today, so I'm gonna reiterate it. If you're in a position A, if you have an open look, if you have exactly what you need in order to get the play right, then you don't need to move. So I'm never in a rush to see our center get out of position, but I do want our trail to get down there to allow them to adjust. Regardless, still all dictated by the lead. Really good, strong rotations being initiated by lead. Our crew is in a better position to get plays right every single time. Good voice there, Dustin. Small thing you did right there that I would love if you could repeat it, Dustin, is that when you were inbounding the ball on the sideline, you got as far back as you needed to be and made a nice, strong, long bounce pass to the inbounder. So often we'll see the referee stand right next to him and hand him the ball and then position adjust after, and you see them have to get back to the division line or react late. That was excellent. Go back and look at that play. Let's look at crew positioning on that possession. Oh, you did that little halvesy. You did that little halvesy pull-up, Jackie. Step down, keep the open look, adjust with them. They're going down, you step down. There you go. Your instinct is so good. You know it. I can see in your body language that you wanted to go. I want you to know that's the right thing to do. Trust that instinct to stay open and do that. Absolutely, 100%. Hey, you want to be a great partner in this situation? It's almost inevitable that we're going to be in a game where we don't know the one-on-one is coming up and all of a sudden, boom, one-on-one. If you're the partner that knows exactly that 15 should be shooting these free throws without Dustin having to tell you, you're the type of partner I want in my game because I know you always have my back. It's a game of information. And the more information you can put in the game to help us and make sure we get it right, the better. Hey, this is a close down right here, Dustin. This is a close down. Right there. Rebounding action. that's one of those deals where it's like voice. You know, you're the one that came out signaling. You had it first. I couldn't hear what you were saying in terms of color. Sometimes we know the color before we know the direction when the ball is loose. Great whistle. Way to stay right there. Nice patient feet. Good. Good. Going back to the held ball. Remember we talked about voice will trump your directional signal if that's wrong. So, you know, good hard voice. You know, you would have said gray, call them white, whatever we're calling them, right? Gray, gray, gray. Oh, yeah, I just pointed in the wrong direction. Everybody's fine. It seemed like that's what happened, but just more voice, the better. I really like high ball screens and ball screens when we're on film. We always get a chance to look at those plays. I don't think there's anything wrong in that play, but let's see how we're covering that head position, body position, multiple defender plays. You know, do they hedge? Do they go over? Do they go under? Sheldon Tate is really big on front to back and back to front. Counting that sequence, seeing what you're supposed to be seeing. We got to help on that play. Especially when it's an intense on-ball matchup. So every time we can evaluate an on-ball screen, it's always good to see how we're officiating that play. That's not going to give everybody a tip based on what I'm seeing you do. When you're coming up the floor and you have that counter, you're just staring at the ball handler. The ball handler doesn't really hurt us there. I don't know how many times they're gonna have that violation that we're really looking for. There's no defender there certainly to draw our attention to that play. So let's have good spacing where we have awareness of the dribbler in our peripheral vision, and then be looking up the floor to see what we're looking into, trying to read the defense, see what the offense is doing, so we can be ahead of the play. Halftime, I'm gonna come down and say what's up. Positive drink.